A lot of things blow up here. I remembered I was talking about this to Numi's dad even. I was having a conversation with Numi's dad because apparently the cars in America, it's very, very normal to have heaters in your car. You don't? Chat, I live in fucking Indonesia, okay? If your car in Indonesia has an inbuilt heater, that is not a car. That is a bomb. I literally looked at him the same way. He's like, wait, you guys don't have heaters in your car? And I'm like, no, sir, we don't. He's like, why? Why do you not have heaters in your car? I'm like, because there'll be a bomb, sir. That would literally... If you want your car to be hot, sir, just turn off the AC. It's fucking hot here. And when I say hot, we call it tarik, okay? It's like the heat of Indonesia is not like, oh, it's very warm. It's not. It literally feels like the devil decided to spread his butt cheeks open and take a shit on you. Like, it is the devil's ass crack just right on your face. You know when people are like, you always use sun protection, like use sun lotion, because you can get cancer from that, right? In Indonesia, if you go outside for a very long period of time, you don't wait until you get cancer and die. You get heat stroke in 20 minutes and then you die. Because the sun is actually a deadly laser. It literally feels like God decides to hold a magnifying glass between the sun and fucking Indonesia. I don't know how to explain this. We feel like ants, okay? We are but ants in God's stupid fucking experiment. And he's just like, oh, what happens if we put a magnifying glass? And then he does. So then it's always fucking hot. It's burning hot. 12 months a year. Aside from the 4 months where it rains. And you know, that's so great. I love talking about my country, right? Because I'm like, Indonesia is so good. Because for 8 months in a year, you get non-stop heat. And for those amazing 4 months, you get non-stop rain. So it's either you cook alive or you drown in a flood. No in between. And then every now and then, you get a little surprise. You know, God decides to put you in a box and they shake you up. And then we call that an earthquake. So that they shake you up a little bit. Ah, very fun. Very fun.
Michi, if heaters were bombs, Indo is a living bomb.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. I shouldn't smack my desk. Oh God, my instincts. It's sometimes, you know, you get a little bit shocked, right? You get a little bit of an earthquake, a little bit of a volcanic eruption. Did you know that Indo is literally like smack dab there in the Ring of Fire? I know the Ring of Fire means like we're surrounded by active volcanoes, but when I say the Ring of Fire, I also mean the weather, okay? If you step in Indo, you will understand. The moment you land in Indonesia, you look outside of your window in the airplane and you're like, what a beautiful misty fog. That is not a fog, brother. That is smog. Because if the sun doesn't kill you first, then the pollution will. Either way, something is going to make you die. Ah, you know when people are like, don't smoke, you will get lung cancer. In Indonesia, you open the window and you just, like that. Once a day, you get lung cancer too. So like, it's gray when you land here. Yeah, because it's smog. Like, shit, bitch. Satan booty ring of fire. That is, we literally, if you want to know what hell feels like, come to Indonesia. Actually, if you want to have a fun time, but also want to feel what hell could feel like, possibly, come to Indonesia during January. Because it's so fucking hot. I don't know why. December, January is like peak trick. You know, what is trick? Like, the sun is blaring on you and the wind feels like a sauna. No, like, you know when sometimes you're out and you're like, oh my God, the sun is so bright and it's so hot. But thankfully, it's a little windy, so I feel a little cooler. Wrong. In my country, right? If the sun is hot, you feel the gust of wind and then you realize, you're like, wow, it's worse. You know, I didn't realize it was smog until I traveled out and was like, oh my God, it's not gray all year long. I love when I look up at the night sky of Indonesia and it's gray. And then I realize it is midday. Oh, so good. So, I love that. It's either that or I look up into the sky. And then I look down and I'm blind. Like, wow.
Satan
so
equal to Mousy, so Mousy gets you heat, huh?
Huh? Whoa. What kind of wording? Beautiful poem. I know. I love this country though. The nicest part was when I was soaking wet because of the rain, because I finally felt cool outside. Even then, chat, oh my God, I remembered. Lulu was telling me, it was like, there is so much motorbikes. Okay, now you understand. Oh my God. Lulu, I need to ask. what do you think of the motorbikes in Indonesia? Because Lulu was in Indonesia recently. Remember I tell you guys stories about the motorcycles in Indonesia? And it sounds like I am over exaggerating, but I am not. Yeah, there's so many. They are crazy. We kind of saw on the walkies. No, you saw Bali in the walkies. The other sides of Indonesia is worse. Because in Bali, I think they're trying to make it... Well, it's not as bad, I don't think. The area we went to was not that bad. But here, chat, here's my favorite thing, right? About motorcycle in Indonesia. Let me give you a simulator, okay? POV, you are Indonesian. Like that. Every day. Every day. Fucking no matter what. And then it gets worse at night because people race. I still remember that. People would start racing, right? Because the last apartment that I was in with my roomie, we were on the side of like, there's this road that connects to the highway, you know? So basically, how do I explain it? Like, there's like this road and then you go to like the highway, but the road is long. It's like a 15-minute drive to the highway. But here is the fun part. There are no street bumps. Okay, there's no road bumps, no nothing. And you think that that's a good thing, but it's not. Because people see that. And instead of thinking, wow, that's a smooth road, wrong. People see that and go, I can race there. So people, if you see a long stretch of road without any bumps, people see that and they go, oh wow, what a way to die. No, they go like, I'm going to race. So at 2 in the fuck crack of the morning, right? 2 fucking a.m. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm like, I am so exhausted. Today is a great day. Let's go to bed. You lay down in your perfectly nice bed. You close your eyes. And then you hear... like that. Until 4:30 in the morning. Where the police would start showing up. And there is so much. Do they have potholes? Yes. Yes. They do. Does that stop them? No. Because then they see, oh my god, that is an obstacle. Motherfucker, they treat the fucking road with potholes like a Roblox OB, okay? Like, I'm not even joking. They go like, instead of being like, oh my god, there are holes, this can be dangerous and I can die. No, they go, time to parkour, and they do it anyway. So, every time I talk about it, people are like, haha, that's so crazy. You come to Indo and you know that I am not exaggerating. Like, when I tell Lulu, I was like, oh, I remember Lulu's like, is that normal? Yeah, because the motorcycles aren't just like vroom. It's not vroom. Like, the sound of the motorcycle isn't like vroom, vroom. It's not that. It's no joke. It's so loud. I was in shock and kept asking NFS why they gave the guy in the middle of the road money. So that's another funny story. Here in Indonesia, we have the red lights, you know? Like, when the right turns red, it means stop. When the right light turns orange, it means be careful. If the light turns green, it means go, right? Now, we have that in Indonesia. But instead of a pole, we have a man. And instead of green and red, we have the stop hand and the go hand. Basically, if a guy like shoves you around with his hand and it's like, keep going, it is a go. But if he holds his hand up, they're like, stop, in the name of the law, you stop. It's just a dude. And why this happens is because, right, let me actually open MS Paint because I need to describe this to you. I'm not even fucking exaggerating. Let me show you the beauty. Indonesia. So, this is road, right? And then let's say this is a road. Yes? And then they separate it like this. And then this is like a little, like a segment block because this is where the cars go here and this is where the car goes here. You know? So the car would travel here and this car travel there. A two-way. A simple two-way, right? With a separation block in the middle. Now here is the fun fact of Indonesia. What they do is instead of blocking this like a normal person, they use like a roadblock. It's like a big slab of concrete, you know, and they put it on here. So it's like 1 slab of concrete, 2 slab of concrete. It's like that, right? All the way until this end, like you know? And then, let's say you are driving to work. You're like, oh my god, I cannot wait to start a miserable day at work. And then you driving your car, right? You're like, time to go to work. And then you change your mind. You're like, actually, fuck work. I don't want to go to work. You can suck my dick. Now, how do I go back here? What do I do? Should I drive for 5 more minutes until I find a proper U-turn and then U-turn? Here are the options, chat. If you're a driver in this country. Option A, you drive and find a U-turn to U-turn. Or option B, you fucking stop the car, right? You stop the car here. And then you go out of You go out of your car. Like that. Boom, right? You go here. You remove a slab of concrete. You go like that and you go, fuck you, right? And then you go back to your car. And then you go like that. And then you drive away. And you know what's crazy? Now that I'm telling you guys the story, I realize how ridiculous this sounds, but I've seen this happen in person. Yes, you're right. Ding, ding, ding. If you choose option B, that is correct. So you move this and then you drive here to go back, right? You go like, I don't know how to rotate. Actually don't know how to. You rotate this and then you drive away. So now, chat, let's say you go here and then let's say there is a traffic jam. As a different person in a different car that was behind this car, you drive and then now you see an opening and you're like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Clearly, this is not meant to be. But you see the road and you see one guy doing it. Everyone starts doing it.
I know we were making you.
Everyone will start doing this exact thing and then they will just start driving through here, right? So, if you are here and then you are a law-abiding citizen and you see this, you're like, clearly this is incorrect. You know, where is this roadblock? People are breaking traffic rules. You know what? Urethra. I have an idea. You know what they do? Instead of taking the fucking roadblock. Also, welcome in, Raiders. I'm explaining the roads of Indonesia. Instead of taking this roadblock and then putting it back to where it used to be, where it actually belongs, you decide to walk up to here, right? You walk up to this area and then you become the red light stop guy. So now, instead of fixing the roadblock, you stand right here. So then later, when there is a car, right, that driving, actually, let me drive it like this. Yes, because genius. When there is a car that tries to go through, but then there's another car here that is trying to go through, you as the guy here will be like, stop, like that. And then this car will drive through, and then this guy will come up, and then you give him money, right? You go like, thank you, man. And he goes, no problem. And then he drives down. And then you go, okay, you go here. This car will go through. And then that's how you make sure no one crashes. And this guy will basically go, stop, keep going, stop, keep going. Like that. And this happens all the time. I'm not even kidding. Like, if you keep driving for 2 more minutes, right, you will find yet another one of this. Again, you drive again for let's say 12 minutes. You will find another one. You will find another traffic guy every couple of minutes.
I am confused. Didn't you say these were concrete? How are they moving these so easily?
I don't know. Because sometimes, chat, people just do it in the middle of the day. Like, I mean, my experience was I saw it when I was going to work, but that was at 5 in the morning. Like, at 5 in the morning, there was like slight, like not too bad of a traffic. Like, it was almost 6, but whatever. Like, I was driving through and then, like, on a bus. And I just saw a guy, like, crack. Like, it's like this. And then he's, like, pushing this side. And then he pushed this side. And he pushed this side. And he pushed this side. And usually it's not just one guy. It's, like, multiple guys. At one point, chat, I literally saw a car. He didn't even care. Like, there was one concrete that was very low. Like, usually it's this tall. But then this concrete was, like, it's, like, chipped. So it's, like, chipped off. And it became, like, lower. And this car literally just did not care. He drove over it. Like, I've seen that too. I've seen people just like, oh, that concrete doesn't even look tall enough. So just drove through. That happens. I saw that once. Yeah. Ain't it just really cool? Indonesia. So yeah, you see a lot of these traffic guys and then you give him money as a thank you. I think that's what you saw. Yeah, GTA. Oh, also, Gojek made us walk like 20 minutes to them instead of them coming to us. Okay, here's the fun part about Gojek, right? Sometimes you can make them come to you, but if you're like a foreigner and you don't know how to tell them to do that, it might be a little confusing. But most of the time, they don't mind coming to you. I take shortcut. I also take permanent damage to my wheels. W trade. Well, in those defense, we have like a car fixer thing every couple of minutes. Like there's always so many car fixers. I wonder why. Even with that many car fixers, by the way, a lot of the cars here you will see have a lot of dents and scratches. They really don't. You just have to say please. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes Gojek is super annoying about... I don't really like Gojek too much, but this is my hack, okay? This is my biggest hack for Gojek. As someone that do not like talking, I always ask the Gojek to pick me up at either a bus station or like there's like landmarks, you know. I don't usually ask them to pick me up like right in front of where I am. I walk to a landmark so then they know exactly where it is. Because sometimes they're a little bit funny. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, Gojek is cheaper than Grab. I picked Gojek because I did not know that Gojek and Grab was different. Are there any POV Indo traffic? Let me see if I can find it.
Anjir, si PA. Oke. Sip. Kenapa? Duluan, Bang. Mati lo, gua ngeri nih Pepe, tolong.
That is a gas truck, by the way, that you can see there's a flammable thing. That is Pertamina. That is fuel. This is a, what is it? A truck for fuel.
Dia mau kemana sih? Mau putar balik ya?
Cuma mau lurus dia, ambil kiri.
Oh.
Ini belakang Tintin, lu mau dijebret. Mana gede gitu kan?
Iya anjir, itu besi semua anjir.
Awalnya.
Anjir.
Yeah, they be cursed in that video. Let me see if I can find another one. Let me show you. But I don't know. I didn't see this video. This doesn't look as busy. Oh, I lied. Right. Very right.
As a fuel truck driver in the US, that gave me anxiety.
Yes. 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 People are so nonchalant. They don't gaff. Look at this lady crossing that road. You see that lady crossing this road? Look at how much she don't gaff. Wow, you see that lady crossing this road? Wow. Wow. This is so great. You see that guy with the... Oh. Yes. Ah, you see that lady? Yes. How beautiful. You rarely ever see motorcycles. The motorcycles are the only thing you see here. That's why I keep saying it's like, if you want to drive motorcycles in Indonesia, please be very careful. Please be very, very careful. Oh yeah, it's this! Wait, I fucking
This
saw
is
this
straight
video.
up any city in Mexico, just with a lot less motorcycles, cause drivers here don't give a damn and will act like they don't see motorcycles.
Dude, I'm telling you, the fucking traffic here is insane, but I don't know why. I saw this video and I thought it was funny as fuck. Wait, it's this. Yeah, that's Indo, man. Indo driving is one of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because, you know what? I remembered this. When I was in America, when I was driving, there was a car, like, so far away, right? From the car I was in. And the person driving our car was, like, raging. They were, like, honking. They're like, oh my god, this driver is crazy. Oh my god, the car in front of me, who was, like, at least a meter away from me, has cut me in line. And I'm gonna honk at them. And I was so insane because in my country, right, if you are like, do not bump them. Do not bump another car. But if your car is not touching the other car in front of you, at least, another car is going to cut. That is the truth. Everyone cuts off everybody, okay? So if you create a tiny space, no one cares that if that's for safety or for legality. People will see that as a way to cut your line. So you have to like touch. There is no like boundaries. There are no boundaries. The traffic law in my country is do not hit another car. Do not hit a person. If you are driving a car and then you hit another car, well, it's probably your fault. If you're in a car and another person crashes into you, if they are good at gaslighting, it is also your fault. If you are driving a car and you hit a motorcycle, it is your fault. If you are driving, if you are driving a car and a motorcycle hits you, it is your fault. If you are driving a car and then a taxi driver hits you, it is your fault. I'm not kidding. That is very, very fucking common. Because here is the logic, right, chat? If let's say you're driving a car and then a taxi driver hits you, it doesn't matter if you're right or if you're wrong. What matters is you can afford the car and they will fucking put that at gunpoint. I know from experience, okay? They will literally be like, yeah, the bigger vehicle is mostly at fault. Yeah, exactly. What they do is they're like, hey man, I'm just a taxi driver and like, you can afford a car and I'm just a taxi driver and you literally dent my car and you're like, I didn't hit you, you hit me. And they're like, it doesn't matter though. Like, hello, give me money. So it's your fault. If a motorcycle hits you, also your fault because you're big. It's like, oh, you're taking up so much space. The motorcyclist that hits you will go down from their motorcycle and go, hey, it's not my fault. Your car is a fat fuck. You blocked the road. So it's your fault. Haha. And then you pay for their fucking car. And then you pay for their motorcycle. Right. That happens. It's so fun. It's so great. Yeah, the more expensive vehicle is always at fault. So just like don't crash. Everything else is a suggestion. Ah, that's the play, chat. You don't want to kill anyone. But, oh, what was that? Sorry, that was my computer. Do dash cams help as evidence? No one cares about evidence, chat, because the whole point is I cannot afford it. You can. You greedy bitch. And it doesn't matter. What if legally? Because otherwise I'd just be like, fuck off. Well, you can say fuck off, but they will not pay for the damage they caused. You know what I mean? What about cycling? Most people, at least in my area, there is a... Well, people usually cycle on the walk path. But you know who else drives on the walk path? Motorcyclists. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, cycling is an expensive sport here. That is true. Because, well...
Look at that lunatic tiny Indonesian lady who just cut in front of us, dear. Who does she think she is?
Me soon!
Can you rage?
Yippee!
Let's just say we use the legal street rule as a suggestion.
Yeah.
But everyone follow the street rule.
That's true. Everyone, we're in agreement where by the end of the day, we want to get to where we want to get as soon as possible. But, well, cycling is an expensive hobby in Indonesia. Not because the bicycles are expensive, but because then you will have to be exposed to the pollution of Indonesia air. So the expensive part is your healthcare. Because you will reach your destination, but you can also destroy your lungs. Michi, we tried Martabak, but what else would you recommend to visitors? Gado gado, if you're not allergic to peanut. Gado gado. Or pachal, that is one of my OGs. I mean, it's cheaper to get... It is quote-unquote cheaper to get motorcycle. Yeah. Martabak was so sweet. I fucking love Martabak. I keep showing that video of that Martabak with like 1,000 layers. It's like a 10,000 calorie Martabak. And not all Martabak looks like that, but that's my favorite. Oh, they didn't fold it? I can feel it clog my heart vein. Dude, I keep showing people this fucking video. Hold on, let me show you. Wait, chat! I need to show you this favorite video of mine. Okay, let me show you. So this is the batter. Ah, so delicious. Amazing batter. Right? I skipped to this. They cover the batter after putting butter. And then they put sugar on the butter. Butter batter. They put sugar on the butter batter. Mmm. Yeah, keep umming, chat. Keep umming. Mmm. And then afterwards, they clean it. Mm. Yeah, it's like a crepe. Mmm. Look at that. Look at how delicious. And they cover it again. Ah. Mmm. Mmm. And then now, they put butter. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Mmm. Butter. And then they cut it. Ah. It's like a pancake, right? And then they put cheese. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Look at how many cheese. Ah. Because you like cheese, right, Chad? Mmm. Cheese. And then chocolate. Mmm. Yeah, it's not even butter, it's margarine. And then nuts. And then sesame seed. And then condensed milk. Sweet condensed milk. And then cheese. That's a block, by the way. That's okay. Just a little bit more cheese. That's a whole block of cheese. And then more chocolate. We keep going, chat. What do you mean, wait? Come on. You like it, right? And then nuts, and then more sesame seed. And you will not believe what happens next. Sweet condensed milk. Okay, that's enough. I'm joking. More cheese! Guys, where's the umming? And then, right? And then you get more chocolate! And then more nuts!
How do you not poop for a week after eating this?
And then more sweet condensed milk! Yep, that's a lot. And then they fold it! Look at that. And then more butter on the top of it. Delicioso.
I think it needs more butter.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. That's what it looks like. That's 3 full blocks of cheese. Yep. It needs more blue band. We love blue band here. The fuck? And that's at 2 times speed, by the way. If I were to play it normally, you can see just purely how much they put. Like... No more cheese!
Speaking of which, did any food from the US make a strong impression on you? Did you try
Chipotle!
anything we recommended or just go to a bunch of chain restaurants and fast food? You eat that and you still are lighter than a feather? How?
Now here's the thing. I keep telling people this, right? That is called Martabak. Well, not all Martabak is that crazy, but it's usually very crazy. It's a mood thing. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't eat that every day.
On the flip side though, the
Kind of a
satay
thing.
ayam was really good, although the heart attack was probably masked by the taste of peanut. Imagine saying America likes sweets when you guys have this. You disgust me, Michi. But also, when do I get some, huh? All that and you don't share with me. Unironically though, this has more sugar and fat than anything I have ever had in America.
10,000 calories. It is 10,000
And I am
calories.
jealous as all hell. Give me some. MHM needs ketchup, mayo, mustard, and then deep fry it. That looks delicious.
Does it?
Okay, that's a bit much. Stop. Jesus. What are you doing?
Do you guys like it?
After I consume one, I don't think I can look at it until next year.
No,
lol.
that's true. That's the mentality. So this is a mood thing. It's like a craving thing, right? You don't eat martabak every day. Unless you're crazy. But you eat this one time and you go, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. And then you eat it again like 6 months to a year later. It's a mood. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you eat it. When you want it, the craving does. It's like crack. Chat, martabak is like delayed crack cocaine. I don't explain it. It's like genuinely like crack. So it's like you eat it and then you regret your life. Like after the high is gone, you know what I mean? You're like, oh man, I'm really craving it. And then you eat it and you just feel so good. You're like, wow. After the second bite, you regret your life.
Michi, if Papa Mutt ever has you on for a cooking stream, you should make him make that exact one.
Oh my god, I would. I'm gonna send this to Papa and I'm like, this is our traditional food, by the way. If you don't make it, you hate my country. You hate me specifically? Okay, just say so. Just say so. And I'm gonna make him shave like 3 blocks of butter and empty out a whole can of condensed milk. Well, I have an idea. But basically, after you eat it for a couple of times, you regret your life decision. And then after that, you feel better. You're like, you know what? I'm never doing it again. I I repent for my sins. And then you do it all over again. 6 months to a year later. Over and over and over again. It's so great.